Okay, everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the Orlando Sentinels second season. We are back after the team has beaten the division rivals Columbus Explorers 27-24 in an overtime, hair by the skin of your teeth kind of game where Wes McGuire came through with a last-minute field goal to win the game. There's some news, and we're going to get to that as we go into the game to cover that. But for right now, the 5-3 first place in the division, Orlando Sentinels, travel to Toronto to play the Toronto Huskies, who are 4-4 and a very tough matchup. If you tuned in the last episode, you're going to remember that our defensive or our offensive coordinator was concerned about star outside linebacker for the Huskies, Lincoln Calvin, who is a superstar player and is extremely good in pass coverage, and he could pose some problems for us. I know he did the last time these two teams met. There are some very talented players on this Huskies team. We'll get into that. Under center is a very good quarterback. How good is he? He's Max Good. That's his name. Max Good is the starting quarterback for the Huskies. Dion Averill is a young, promising running back who was in the rushing leaders, the race for it, last season, but was beaten out by Dalton Triplett of our own team. They have a tall wide receiver core led by Sean Townsell, Lindell Stokes, who is a rookie, Isaiah Williams, Cameron Silvers, Corey Jones, and Rafael Santos. Their tight ends also are skyscrapers as the starter, Gil Newman, is 6'6". Their offensive line is a little shaky, but they hold up. Max Good also likes to take off and run a little bit, so we're going to have to stay tuned for that. They are first in total offense, second in rushing offense, and sixth in passing offense. So our defense, with the injection of the rookie Marquis Wyrick coming back from injury, are going to be tested. Can the pass rush finally get home? It's been something of a problem for the Sentinels this season so far. Tanner Malone, the sack leader from last year, has been traded away because he has fallen off the cliff. Only has 1.5 sacks on the season, and that's including his couple of games that he's had with the Elks. There you see Averill last week. 144 yards and a touchdown on 11 carries. That's a lot of production. You see Hardy talking to Shaq Hennessy. Back deep is Alexander Reid for the Huskies. And we're going to go ahead and get into how we play this game. Super Sim slow, you know how we do it. Now let's see who's kicking off. Wes McGuire is going to kick it deep to Alexander Reid. Reid fields it deep in his end zone and is going to kneel down for a touchback. So here comes Max Good in the high-powered offense of the Toronto Huskies. What do they have in store for us? And what does our defense have in store for them? There you see the numbers for Max Good. Has trouble with turnovers this year. But he can also take off and scramble. We saw that last year. He's not afraid to run it. They come back in a single back formation. The 3-4 defense for the Sentinels. And there's a handoff up the middle. And met in the backfield, but he drags him forward a little bit, is Dion Averill. And there you see the offensive line. Ryan, Brock, Stockton, Andrews, and Reed. Townsell, Costello, Averill, Newman, and Stokes. Costello is a big running back. So they gained 3 on first down. The tackle was made by Sean Stewart, the veteran outside linebacker. A little trickery with the end around. He gets tripped up in the backfield. Isaiah Williams goes nowhere. It looks like Zaire Witherspoon, number 22 on the tackle. The slot corner. Very, very adept at getting his nose stuck in there in the run game. Not afraid to be a physical player, and that's why they like him in that slot. He plays like a safety at the corner position. So 2 good plays. It's 3rd and 10. Max Good in shotgun. And he gets the snap. He gets the pass off, and it is batted away by Aaron Kershaw, number 24, the shutdown star corner. Broke out last season with 4 interceptions. I don't think he even has one this year. A lot of pass deflections, but no interceptions. I think he might have one. I'll have to check. But I'm pretty sure he has one. I think he has one. And it's Marquis Wyrick, his partner, rookie on the other side, looking for his first career interception. The punt's fielded by Tyson Kerr. He's met almost immediately by number 32 on the defense. That is Alexander Red, the special teams return man. Kiefer Byrne returning to the starting lineup. Nursing a little bit of a shoulder impingement problem. That's why he missed the last 2 games. Kerry Kaplan came out as a house of fire in his first game, but in his second game proved that, maybe his best years are behind him. Single back formation. That is Donnell White in motion. Fake the handoff. Donnell White up the middle, cuts it outside, but not going to get there. Tried to cut it out to the right, but he was stopped in his tracks. Radovich, Costanzo, Crockett, Hardy, and Beatles. The starters returning. Wood, Kerr, Triplett, Spellman, and White. And they went nowhere on first down. The tackle made by Dion Carmen, the left outside linebacker. Byrne scans the field, fires deep, and dropped by Mark Spellman, who is also returning from injury. This is his first game back. Maybe a little rusty. There's Shaw, Gunter, Brent, and Randall, the front 4. Carmen, Sanborn, and Calvin. Talented linebacker. Sanborn is a great one. Royal, Stamper, Chandlin, and Kendricks make up the secondary. Sanborn was in a fight with London Bates last season for tackles for loss and tackles total. 3rd and 10, Burns back to pass. He has time, stands there, doesn't get rid of it, and he'll go down. Jadarius Shaw with the sack. And that's going to be a problem. The starting offensive linemen have come back after the young ones have gotten a start. Just to shake things up, the starters seem to get a little complacent, and Shaq Hennessy will not stand for that. He is not afraid to pull a established veteran if a rookie or a young player is proving it out on the practice field and getting it done. So this first drive loses 9 yards total, and Parsons is back to punt deep from his own territory. Gets off a booming punt out to the opponent's 30, and that is, I believe, Red for the team, getting it out about 2 yards to the 32. And here comes the second drive for Max Good and the Huskies. Both offenses looking a little rusty out of the gate. Here comes Good in shotgun with the single back. Dion Averill, he's going back to pass. Here comes the rush. They don't get there. Pass completed to Averill over the middle. That'll give him about 6 or 7 yards. There you see Hunt, Bates, Kendall, and Cleveland. Stewart, Bates, and Madsen. And then the secondary of Kershaw, Youngblood, Blades, and Wyrick returning from the injury. They don't run a 4-3, so you will see Denario Blanton as the second corner. And there's a handoff up the middle, and there's nobody there. That's Youngblood and Blades to meet him in the backfield. It's safeties. There's another handoff up the middle and snuffed out immediately. No gain on that one. Tackle made by Denario Blanton, who we touched on that last episode, has really stepped up in the run game. There's Averill getting a handoff. He cuts it off right side, breaks 2 tackles. Ultimately brought down by LaMarcus Blades. Looked like he wasn't going to get anywhere, but then he made that move and broke 2 tackles. 3rd and 3. Back to pass. Over the middle, wide open. Didn't see the number. That's number 87, Cameron Silvers, a 6'5" wide receiver for the first down. So the Huskies offense finally got something cooking, and that was not really on the mark. Denario Blanton, the middle linebacker, able to minimize the gain. Just over 9 minutes to go in the first. Huskies have a drive going, handoff to Averill, and he makes Wyrick miss, but then he cuts back, and a whole host of defenders were there to help minimize that gain. Wyrick got lucky on that one, that he didn't get victimized. There's a delayed handoff. Wow, what a run. That is the backup running back, Jamie Costello, who is a load, a 240-pound running back. And a little razzle-dazzle gets him 9 yards, and they're going to go on the opposite side. This time, it's a keeper. Max Good getting stopped in his tracks for a loss. Nate Youngblood, the strong safety, on the safety blitz, coming to stop that in the backfield. You see Vernon Hunt sold out on the handoff to Costello. He remembered the last play to Costello, and he picked up 9 yards on the same play to the opposite side. So here comes their kicker, who has had a shaky season so far, Bobby Oliver. Kicking what looks like about a 30, 40-yard field goal, 39-yard field goal. And he just barely sneaks it in. So with just over 7 minutes to go, the Huskies are going to take a 3-point lead off the leg of Bobby Oliver. Well done. Jeff Cummins, the punter, is going to handle kickoff duties. Bobby Oliver does not have the strongest leg in the world. And there is Kerr fielding it from his end zone, going to return it out to the 20, out to the 25, spin move, breaks another tackle. It's always exciting when Kerr takes the ball. Kerr the Blur. He does have a kick return and a punt return touchdown to his career. And he's always looking to take it to the house. There's Perry Wood. And the Sentinels offense, can they answer back? Number 44, the big fullback. Byrne under center with Triplett behind him. And there's a handoff up the middle to Byrne, and he's got a little bit of room. Or Triplett, I'm sorry. Pick up a 4. And here comes the fullback, Tomlinson, in. And there's another handoff up the middle. He cuts it out right. He's got a lane. He's got room. He's down to the 40. The 30, making men miss, to 10, to 5, touchdown Sentinels. That is actually Niles McKell, the power running back. What a run by Niles McKell. 5'10", 232 pounds, got the corner and just kept going. Nobody could catch him. He was running so fast I thought it was Dalton Triplett. But no. Niles McKell, the young power halfback, takes it to the house and gives the Sentinels a lead. Oh, and they blocked the PAT. What is going on? And no... Oh. I'm sorry, I have to collect myself. That was Kerry Kaplan, the veteran backup quarterback, the placeholder, that made a point-saving touchdown on Fine. I don't know who got the block, but that was Fine. Fine blocked it, and he recovered it. Wow. So it is a 6-3 lead for the Sentinels. Red fields it from his own end zone. He's going to bring it back, and he gets met by number 58, Denario Blanton, at the 22. Red's got some good speed on him. And there you see the numbers for Averill on the season. 528 yards and 4 touchdowns. So this is essentially just a field goal lead, with the blocked PAT keeping an extra point off the field, off the scoreboard. Single back. Let's see what they're going to answer with. And they hand off up the middle and delay, and Averill's going to run over Blanton, who makes the tackle for a gain of 4. Blanton has 5 tackles on the game already. Back to pass. He gets it off. It's a short pass out to the left side. That was Averill out of the backfield, gaining a couple of yards before he steps out of bounds. 3rd inches. And there's a short handoff, and he plows forward just enough for the first down. I think he got about 3 yards on that one. Tackle made by Nate Youngblood. Just the offensive line pushing and shoving people out of the way. Just a little bit of a crease. Cleveland over pursued. There's another handoff up the middle, and there's Steve Cleveland, number 91, stopping him right there at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Nice play. I'm sorry, that was Kent Kendall, the backup D tackle. He cuts it back. He gets some blocking. Houston Madsen got shoved out of the way. Ultimately brought down after a gain of 6. That could have been a big one. It looks like Madsen almost had him in his tracks, but he got a key block. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. Will it get there? He's got time. He escapes the rush and finally brought down by big Sheldon Bates, the 353-pound defensive tackle. Never gave up on the play. Just kept pushing, shoving, spinning. He's double teamed. You see Steve Kendall getting pushed out of the way. Hunt got pushed out of the way. Good was looking to take off. And then he met a brick wall named Sheldon Bates. That is his 4th sack since he's been kept in on pass rushing situations. Remember, the first few games of the season, they were subbing him out. And they just weren't getting any pass rush. Bates had 6 all of last year, so he's on pace. Little fumble on the snap there of the punt. And Kerr goes nowhere, not calling for a fair catch. As is Kerr the Blur. I've been informed that is the nickname the team has given him with that speed. Maybe they have to call Niles McKell the Blur after that huge touchdown run he had on the last drive. I thought it was Dalton Triplett. I'm sorry. Fake handoff over the middle deep, and that's reeled in. Who caught that one? I'm trying to find a number. I think it was, who was it? 80. I don't know who caught that. I didn't see the number. Handoff up the middle, and that's Dalton Triplett spinning his way up for a gain of 7. I didn't see who caught that pass. I'm sorry. They didn't show the number. And there's a fake handoff. He rolls out right into the pass rush of number 93. That is Princeton Boast, the backup right end. And already 2 sacks for Kiefer Byrne. And number 72, I think that's the left tackle, and it is C.J. Radovich. Just got his starting job back, and maybe he didn't deserve it. 3rd and 11 now. In the waning seconds of the first quarter. In shotgun, Byrne drops back. He's got time, slings it out to the left, and there's a penalty on the play. We got holding? We certainly do. Who's holding now? It's C.J. Radovich. So on back-to-back plays, he lets up a sack and then a holding penalty on what might have been a first down catch. Fakes the handoff. Has time, and he gets sacked again. That is Antonio Randall, the starting right end, and Kiefer Byrne has to get rid of the football. We've seen him be a little shy to sling it deep, but he's got to do something here. He cannot hold on to the ball this long. He had some pretty good blocking there from number 69. That is the left guard Seth Costanzo. But look, Byrne just stands there, and by the time he's ready to pull the trigger, it's too late. So another drive that goes nowhere. Went backwards, actually. And we're going to start the second quarter with a punt from the Orlando Sentinels. I can't think they'd fake this at this point. That'd be kind of ridiculous. So the difference in this ball game is a big play by Niles McKell, who hasn't seen a lot of playing time. That's fielded by Red, and he'll get stopped after a gain of, I'd say, 7 or 8 on the punt return. Stop made by the middle linebacker, Artavius Baber, the third-string middle linebacker. Averill's been fairly well held in check today. He's had a couple of good runs. Good comes out in the shotgun. And he drops back to pass, has time, slings it out there, and that pass is defended, I think that was Zaire Witherspoon, number 22. And there's a handoff off left side, and right there to make the tackle is number 42, LaMarcus Blades, the free safety. Nice play. These safeties are not afraid to cram the line of scrimmage in the run game. There you see him just coming free. Blanton was right there with him. Averill had nowhere to go. So this number 2 ranked rushing offense being held in check so far. 3rd and 11. Drops back. Here comes the rush. He gets it away and caught over Stringer, I think, is the backup safety. It is Andrew Stringer. And Isaiah Williams able to snatch it out of the air just over the head of the backup strong safety. Let's take another look. Yep. And you see Stringer tried to swipe away at the ball. It just didn't work. And there's Youngblood cleaning up the tackle. He couldn't get there in enough time to stop the pass. So that's a good completion there to Isaiah Williams, who is 6'4", so these tall wide receivers. And there's a pass out to the left to Sean Townsend, who is 6'2". He is the shortest receiver they have at 6'2". 2nd and 5. Back to pass is good. Here comes the rush. He gets it away, and is that out of bounds? Yes, it is. Kershaw was there on the coverage. 3rd and 5. Good back to pass again. Here comes the rush. He gets it away, and that is broken up by Aaron Kershaw. Aaron Kershaw stopping this offense. Lindell Stokes tried to come up with the catch, the rookie, and he met probably one of the best corners, if not the best corner in the game right now, Aaron Kershaw, who is only 5'9", but is a scrappy, physical guy. You can see he just gets himself right in there, shoves his arm in there, and breaks up the pass. Here comes Bobby Oliver for another kick. Field goal. It's about 45 yards. It's up, and he misses it. Wide right. Looks like he had the distance. Ooh, that could have tied up the game. That's a big one. And there you see Byrne has been having trouble getting the ball away. It's a combination of poor blocking and Byrne's indecision. Maybe his first game back. A little rusty, but he's in his 3rd season, so these little hiccups need to be erased. It's a handoff to Triplett. He takes it up the middle for a gain of about 4. Give him 5. We'll take one more extra yard. Byrne back in shotgun. And he fakes the handoff and passes us out to, looks like Donnell White on the left side for a loss of 2. Yeesh. Not a great play call there. It's a completion, but it didn't really fool the defense. Number 22, Richie Kendricks, was not fooled on that play. And there was Dean Sanborn, the middle linebacker, also there. Very smart linebacker. Good tackler. And don't forget Lincoln Calvin lurking as the right outside linebacker. Byrne back to pass, sets up a screen. It gets it off to, is that Tyson Kurt? No, that's Dalton Triplett, and I believe they got the first down. They did. A screenplay that worked. What is going on with this offense? Screenplays don't work in Madden. That was Travis Stamper, the strong safety, with the tackle. And Triplett able to adjust with that last ditch effort spin move. Able to keep his feet in bounds and pick up the first down. They may challenge this. They are not. It is a first down. And now Kenyon Tomlinson, the fullback, is on the field. And they're going to pass. And they sling it out to the running back out of the backfield. That looked like, that's Kerr. Tyson Kerr, and he gets a loss of 1. There's Calvin. We talked about him right there to cover the pass. Number 90, Lincoln Calvin. A Superstar X Zone Hawk outside linebacker. You don't see too many of those. In I formation, triplet up the middle. He's going to pick up about 6 off left side. Give him 5. I'm so out of it. Dudley Brent, the backup D tackle with the tackle. And there's Tyson Kerr, or Kiefer Byrne, slinging it out to Chris Bradley, the rookie. Speed Demon picks up 8 yards for the first down. They have been trying to develop plays to get him open deep, and it just didn't happen. At the start of the season, he was the number 2 wide receiver, and the offense just didn't click. Byrne couldn't hook up with him. Kaplan did once, but that was about it, and they have moved him to the slot to see if he can get some mismatches over the middle of the field. Back under center is Byrne. Handoff off right side, and triplet doesn't go anywhere. Maybe a yard. They're going to say no gain. Delayed handoff off left side. There's nothing doing. Tyson Kerr gets stopped in the backfield for a loss of 2. That is Antonio Randall, who has a sack on the game already. Where's number 70? And that misdirection play didn't fool the defense at all. Third and 14. Spread out the offense. Can Kiefer Byrne dial up something and pick up a first down? He's got to get rid of it. He does. Slings it out, and incomplete. I think he was trying to get it to Donnell White and just couldn't hang on to the pass. There was some tight coverage. Was he on the money? Yeah, that was pretty much on the money. But number 32, Alexander Red, he's the 3rd string corner. Special teams player was right there to give him just enough of a nudge to have him drop the pass. So this is Spencer Parsons on the punt. Master of getting it inside the 20, and here's another one. And there's the special teams. That's Lamb, and let's see who else was in on that play. I didn't see the other number. It looked like 30, but they don't have a 30 on the team. It might have been Artavius Baber, number 50, the middle linebacker. So they start from their own 11. Just under 8 minutes to go in the half. Good, very delayed handoff, and there's Houston Madsen there. The right outside linebacker to make the tackle for a loss. And that play took too long to develop. I think if he got the ball sooner, that block might have held up and sprung him. But Madsen able to fight through it and make the play in the backfield. Big expectations for the rookie to fill in for Tanner Malone, who had 13 sacks last year. There's another handoff right side. There's Sheldon Bates and a host of others, but look at Averill just keep going. Like a bulldozer, picks up 8 yards. Vernon Hunt credited with the tackle, but how do you choose who got the tackle? There's a pass over the middle to number 82, Lindell Stokes, and Marquis Wyrick was there to make the tackle, but not before they pick up the first down. So Wyrick's first game back. Has been involved in a few plays. Had that one whiff on Averill earlier, but got bailed out by his teammates. So didn't go for a big play. Max Good trying to drive down the entire field just about to get his team on the scoreboard once more. There's another delayed handoff, and there's Nate Youngblood and Houston Madsen combining for a tackle in the backfield. I told you these safeties, both of them, play like extra linebackers in the run game. And it's really making a difference against a team that has a very good running offense. But you can't sleep on the passing offense either. They're ranked 6th in the league, and they're going to spread it out on 2nd and long. Back to pass, and open is Lindell Stokes, number 82, for the catch. 3rd and 1. And Good slings it out there, and it's incomplete. He caught it and dropped it. That is Sean Townsell, the number 1 wide receiver. He did have the catch for a first down, but some contact here. Looks like Youngblood. No, that's LaMarcus Blades. And Denario Blanton. And Aaron Kershaw. Couldn't hold on through the contact. So back to punt will be Cummins, their punter. And he gets it away. Tyson Kerr back deep. He's got some blocking downfield. And the first man in, that's Kerr. I keep calling him Kerr. That's Alexander Red for their team. Able to make the tackle. And he's been the man on special teams. And he's been making some big plays in the passing defense as well. You saw him break up that pass on Donnell White earlier. I formation now. Triplet to tailback. And they hand it off to him off right side, and he runs into a brick wall. Not a lot on the ground today for Triplet. 2nd and 10. Back to passes Byrne. He gets it away quickly, and there is Perry Wood, number 86, for the first down. We haven't been calling his name a lot this season. After his breakout 10-touchdown, 1,000-yard season last year, the passing offense has really dropped off. And there's another quick pass. This one to Mark Spellman for a couple of yards. Give him 1. So they had big expectations for Spellman out of the draft. Dropping back to pass, slings it out to the right, and there is a flag. Could be pass interference. And it is. Bradley looked like he got his hands on him. That's Dion Carmen, the left outside linebacker. So that's a free first down and 15 yards, as the 2-minute warning is only 30 seconds away. Fake handoff, rolls out, scans the field, he's got time, he's got to get rid of it, and he won't. Number 97, trying to find out who that is. That is Jajarius Shaw with his 2nd sack of the game. Come on, Byrne, you have to get rid of that football. He rolls out. Let's take a look at the coverage. And, I mean, yeah, it is tight coverage, but throw the ball away. Byrne just will not do that. And he takes huge losses because of it. His indecision, take off and run, pick up a couple of yards. And he just has not progressed that part of his game at all since he's been a rookie. And that leads some people to believe that Kiefer Byrne is on his rookie contract, which means he only has 1 more year left. And he may not spend that one with the Sentinels. Back to passes Byrne again, slings it over the middle. That is number 87, Donnell White, for the reception. Nice pickup. 3rd and 8. Back to pass again as Byrne slings it over the middle. It's caught again by Donnell White. No, that's Dalton Triplett. It's not going to be enough for a first down, and that's a very long field goal attempt for Wes McGuire, who we know has a big leg, but not the most accurate one in the world. He has made a 51-yarder. Last season, he made the league-leading 59-yard field goal. But that was about one of the only ones he made from 50 or more last season. There's another punt that does not check up. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Just under a minute to go in the half. It's been a good defensive battle between these two. Difference being a huge broken run by Niles McKell of all people. You would think Dalton Triplett would be the one breaking free like that, and I thought it was too when I saw the speed. Back to pass is good. Here comes the rush, but he gets the pass completed. It looks like number 80, Sean Townsell. They're going to call a timeout. They have 2 remaining. See if they can push this ball down the field to get enough room for a field goal. Good back to pass again. Slings it out there. Wide open. Nobody covered him. And that is not good pass defense. I didn't see the number. I'm going to assume that was Townsell again on the left side. It's normally where he lines up, and yes, it was. Back to pass again. Wide open. That's a slot receiver. Number 84. That is the backup tight end, Wesley Young, who is 6'2". You can't leave these guys wide open. He's known more as a run blocker. But you give him that kind of room, and that's an easy catch, and that is field goal position right here. No, that's Wesley Young. For a minute there, I thought I was confused. They'll take another timeout here. I don't blame them. And they're just going to go ahead and line up for the field goal here. It's going to be about looks like a 50-yarder. Bobby Oliver kicks it. The kick is up, and it is good. He ties up the field goal thanks to the blocked PAT by Kyle Fine earlier in the game. So this is a brand new ball game, and he just barely got it over the uprights. With 8 seconds left to go in the half, there's going to be a return here possibly. Kerr takes it out of the end zone. He's got some blocking. Finds a crease, breaks a tackle, and then gets tackled at about the 29. Maybe a Hail Mary play. I thought that maybe they'd just run out the clock, but Burns going to try to chuck one deep. And he stands there and heaves it downfield. And incomplete. And the half ends with a tie at 6-6. And we're going to take a look around the league. And Coach Shaq Hennessy, mixed emotions. We saw a great play from Niles McKell, accounting for our 6 points. The defense kind of holding up, but breaking down on pass coverage late. We're going to take a look around the league for some action. Where do we go first? We're going up to Portland, Brooklyn, at the Portland Snowhawks, and the Bulls pull out a win, 29-27. Down in New Orleans, Louisiana, the Elks win big over the Saints. The Elks with Tanner Malone. Did he get any sacks this game? Who knows? And out in Arizona, it's the Cardinals leading the Vikings by 3 points at the half. And in our game, it's tie ball game. Big play, only one. Inconsistency on the offense is the theme of the game. But there you see McKell taking it off right side and just outrunning the entire defense. Now, McKell is not slow, but he's not exactly a speed burner either. He is a power back. So far, the pass rush, again, for the Sentinels just has not been getting home. And that's allowed Max Good to get off some great plays. Sentinels start with the football in the half. Kerr is going to kneel this one for a touchback. This offense has to improve. Kiefer Byrne may be playing for his career here. He's been taking a lot of sacks, holding on the football for far too long. The indecision is a killer. And like I said, this is his third season, and he's shown no progress in that part of his game so far. When they hand off right side, Triplett has some room, picks up a first down on the carry. Nice run off right side by Dalton Triplett. And you got to figure, if the passing game is not getting it done, they're going to go back to Triplett, who has proven he can carry this offense. Makes them very one-dimensional. That's how they lost the games last year, is that when teams' defenses were able to stop the run and make the Sentinels a passing team, Kiefer Byrne could not get this team over the top. There's a play-action pass. Deep over the middle. Is that Perry Wood coming up with the reception? It is a 22-yard big-time catch by Perry Wood. We have not seen this season. He caught it in traffic, That's number 22, Richie Kendricks. And the 6'4", reaching out with one hand, kind of holding him off with the other. What a great catch. Physical play by Perry Wood. There's a handoff up the middle. Triplett spins, breaks free, spins again, and gets tackled just short of the first down. Gain of 9 on the play. So Triplett's starting to find that gear, getting the run game going. There's another handoff up the middle. Triplett gets tripped up after a short gain, but enough for the first down. Things are cooking here. Credit Dudley Brent on the tackle, the defensive tackle. There's another handoff up the middle. He's got some blocking. And he'll pick up about 4 or 5 on the first down carry. That was Boast on the tackle. Fakes the handoff. Here comes the rush. Gets rid of it deep and incomplete. Looks like he was going for Donnell White on a post route. Didn't quite work. Burns sets up a screen, gets rid of it, and it looks like, is that Tyson Kerr with the catch, but they snuffed out that one. So, looks like Wes McGuire is going to try to come on for a field goal, give his team the lead on the opening drive of the third quarter. The Sentinels found success on a screen earlier with Dalton Triplett for first down, but this time Tyson Kerr was not able to do it. This looks like about a 34-yard, 44-yard field goal. The kick is up, and it is good with plenty of distance to go. Wes McGuire is perfect inside the 50. Just about. It's when things get over 50 yards that it gets interesting. He was 5 of 16 with kicks over 50 yards last season. He's 2 of 5 so far this season. As long as 51, the kickoff is going to be downed in the end zone by Red for a touchback. Defense has been holding up against the run. Dion Averill being held in check, but the pass defense has shown some holes. They're going to have to clamp down. This pass rush needs to get home. And here comes the handoff. Right side, crashing down from the safety position is Nate Youngblood. There you can see Averill, only 34 yards on the game. Just a nice tackle by Youngblood, who came diagnose run right off the bat. Comes crashing down, and these safeties are excellent at this. I keep saying it, but it deserves to be repeated because they are making huge plays in the run game. Slings it out to the left side, and wide open is number 80, Sean Townsell. We've been calling his name a lot. Right in front of Coach Shaq Hennessy. He has words for him, and Hennessy fires back at him. Some extracurricular activity. Right there, he makes the catch. And there you see, he says something to Hennessy, and Hennessy just stares him down. Remember, Shaq Hennessy was a former offensive lineman. He's not going to take any gruff off of any player. 3rd and 4 off of the nice catch by Townsell. Back to pass. Has time and batted away by LaMarcus Blades, number 42. Nice job by Blades. Guess Good did not see him lurking in the zone. That's the thing about LaMarcus Blades. He is known more as that kind of center fielder type safety, but you've seen him make the plays like a strong safety, just like Nate Youngblood. Back to pass is Jeff Cummins, or the punt. Kerr fields it, and he is met immediately by Alexander Red. Been saying his name a lot. There you see Triplett on the season. Almost 800 yards. 3 touchdowns. He gets a lot of yards, but he just doesn't end up putting it in the end zone. And they come out in the I formation. And the handoff off left side, and he breaks free. He's got some room, blocking downfield. There goes Triplett. He takes off, outruns the last tackler to the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Dalton Triplett. He's saying, Niles McKell, I've been doing this for years before you got in the league. Watch how it's done, young man. Turns on the afterburners. Only one man was there to beat him. Some great blocking downfield. Radovich, Crockett the center. And Sanborn could not chase down Triplett. Triplett has wheels for days. And showed him off there. There's another huge run. And here comes Wes McGuire for the PAT. Can he make this one? Blocking holds up. And the PAT is good. And the Orlando Sentinels take a 10-point lead now in the third quarter. A field goal on the first drive and a touchdown on their second one. And now this offense is clicking. There may have been an injury on the play. That's usually what happens when you get a delay after the kicks, but we're not going to see who it was. McGuire kicks it off. Red back to field it deep. And he's going to kneel it in for a touchback. So that quick, the tie ball game is now a 10-point lead for the Sentinels. A nice play by LaMarcus Blades, the free safety, stopped to drive. Last time out on the field for this Huskies offense. And there's a fake handoff, rolls out, here comes Madsen, he gets blocked, here comes Hunt, here comes Denario Blanton and London Bates. Max Good, I said he has wheels. He picks up 5 yards on the scramble, evading the pass rush. Back to pass again, over the middle, he makes the catch and picks up the first down, does Townsell. We've been calling his name all day. He's got 5 catches for 44 yards on the game. And they delay handoff, and boom! That's big Sheldon Bates. In on the stop. You do not want to be met by him. That run goes nowhere. The brick wall, Sheldon Bates. And what a nightmare. The offensive lineman, number 60. I'm going to find out who that is, because he just got schooled. That is the starting right guard, Darrell Andrews, and Bates was having none of it. Back to pass. It's a short one to the tight end, number 42, Gil Newman. 6'6", 270 pounds. Give him 4 yards on the reception. LaMarcus Blades on the stop. Back to pass again. One more time. Here comes the rush. He gets it away, checks it down, and he goes out of bounds to Dion Averill, short of the first down. Nate Youngblood was in the territory. You have to... Oh. And the punt is blocked by LaMarcus Blades, picked up by Stringer, the backup strong safety. He returns it for a touchdown. Wow. Special teams. We've seen a blocked PAT and now a blocked punt on the fumbled snap. LaMarcus Blades, the free safety, came in. And boom. And Stringer, Johnny on the spot to pick it up with a free head of steam ahead of him. And wow, this game is now a laugher. Here comes Wes McGuire for the PAT, but nothing is certain in this game for sure. And now it's a 23-6 ball game after that amazing special teams play by LaMarcus Blades. Making plays on defense and on special teams. But that's nothing new. If you followed this team last season, these safeties are an amazing tandem. McGuire kicks it off. That's Red back deep, and he's going to take it out of the end zone to the 20, the 25, and met by a host of defenders. It looks like Zaire Witherspoon was in on that tackle on special teams. And this third quarter has been a nightmare for the Huskies. Things have fallen apart in a hurry. Good in shotgun. You got to think they're going pass here. Checks it down, and he gets it out over Houston Madsen. Madsen unable to hold up in pass coverage. Isaiah Williams on the reception, the 6'4" wide receiver. They hand it off. There's Madsen and London Bates in on the tackle for no gain. Scans the field, has time over the middle. That's caught by Lindell Stokes, the rookie. He's got 3 catches for 25 yards so far. And tackle made by London Bates. Man in motion. Fakes the handoff. It's a keeper. And he's going to slide down after a short gain. Gain of 3 by Max Good. He will take it himself. He's not afraid to do that. And there's a handoff up the middle. Lowers his shoulder. Steamrolling. He might have gotten a first down. Looks like Kent Kendall was just able to stop him short. Big man Costello, the running back, comes in, and they sling it out of the backfield to number 87, Cameron Silvers, the 6'5" wide receiver. Looks like a tight end. Look how big he is. Aaron Kershaw with his 6th tackle, but able to pick up the first down. There's Hennessy. You can say, oh man, how do we lose this man coming out of the backfield like that? It's like, no way. Come on, gentlemen. Don't let off the gas pedal. You had him where you wanted him. There's the delayed handoff, and a combination of, looks like Vernon Hunt, or Kent Kendall, and Sheldon Bates in on the stop for a gain of 1. There's another handoff off left side, and crashing down is Denario Blanton from the middle linebacker position. He has really stepped it up. He had Player of the Week awards for the defense a week ago with his huge game. He had 13 tackles, a couple for a loss, had an interception. And he's been coming on big-time development from the middle linebacker. 3rd and 11. Slings it out deep and overthrows everybody. Does Max Good. And that may set up a long field goal attempt here for Bobby Oliver. See what they choose to do here. It's not 4th quarter. You have to think it's not really 4 down territory in the 3rd quarter. And here comes Oliver for what seems to be a 53-yard field goal attempt, perhaps. The kick is up, and it sneaks in. It was leaking right, but he just had enough of it to get it inside the uprights. To give his team 9 points. No touchdowns, all field goals. For the Huskies, you're not going to win too many games like that unless you're the 2000-era Baltimore Ravens. And Kerr fields it from the goal line. Gets it out to about the 26, where he's met by number 59, Timothy Charleston, the middle linebacker. There's Coach Hennessy cheering on Burns, saying, hey, look, man, we got a big lead. Be smart with the football. Probably going to mean some more handoffs for Dalton Triplett. And they come out and there's Niles McKell off right side. He's got a lane again. Doesn't break free from Dean Sanborn, but that was another solid run of 5 yards for Niles McKell. There's Triplett in the backfield. Delayed handoff. Rolls out. Gets rid of it deep and out of bounds. Kiefer Byrne only has 76 yards passing in the end of the 3rd quarter. Back to pass again. Has time. Slings it out. And that is caught by Mark Spellman, who is just short of the first down. We have not been calling many names in the passing game, but they have not passed that much. Only 16 attempts, I believe. There you see the big 6'6" tight end. Using all of that height and more to haul in that one. The defense collapsing down on him. And that's going to stop him short of the first down. Here comes Spencer Parsons to punt it away. And there's another big booming kick inside the 20. And tackle down at about the 21 is Alexander Red, the return man. So that's where they're going to start from the fourth quarter. You see those 17 points by the Sentinels turn this game around in a hurry. We had 2 big runs. Well, we had a field goal, a big run from Dalton Triplett, and then that blocked punt returned by Stringer. And there's a pass over the middle for a short yard gain. Youngblood in on the stop. Pass hauled in by Lindell Stokes. Good over the middle. He is finding room, and that is Sean Townsend, number 80 on the reception. You got to think they're going to go pass heavy here. They're down by a lot of points. They got to get a lot of yards in a short period of time. They go screen pass, and it bounces off the head of Vernon Hunt. That's using your head. Oh, boy. He's got time, slings it out to the right side. That is broken up by Marky Wyrick in the pass coverage. Big time play there on third down, or second down. That brings up 3rd and 10. And he slings it out deep, and it is contested by the duo of Wyrick and Youngblood. Throws it into double coverage, and that's not going to work. See, Youngblood and Wyrick both go up for it. And the end result is Isaiah Williams not coming down with that. And perhaps the 6'2" height of Wyrick up against a 6'4" wide receiver. That's why they brought Wyrick in. That's why they wanted to draft him. Not only is he a gifted athlete, but he's got 6'2" size. And Kerr's not going to get much on that return. A lot of this secondary for the Sentinels are under 6 foot. Kershaw himself is only 5'9". The next tallest man up was Zaire Witherspoon at 6'1". But let's just go over. You have Vernon Hyde was brought in as a free agent. He's 6'1". Burn on the play action, slings it out to the running back. Dalton Triplett, that's not going to get much. It's nothing. Julius Lamb, 5'11". Diamond McCoy's 5'10". There's a run up the middle. That's Dalton Triplett. And he picks up a first down and a little more. 140 yards, a touchdown on 13 carries. Excellent production from Triplett. We've come to expect that from him on pretty much a weekly basis. If he's not putting up 100 yards, that's something to take note of. You got to see that is probably going to get a steady dose of Triplett. And he's going to roll out. He slings it out to Tomlinson out of the backfield. That's not going to get much done. The fullback loses 3 yards on the catch. Not fooling anybody. There's another fake handoff. Rolls out, does Byrne. Has time. Slings it deep downfield, and that's Triplett out of the backfield. Nope, it's Donnell White. I only saw a 7. I assumed it was 27. Donnell White with his 3rd catch for only 27 yards. But that's a big catch for a touchdown. Travis Stamper, the strong safety, in on the tackle. So Kiefer Byrne electing to pass the ball in 4th quarter with a big lead. And Max Good is not happy. We got offset I. Hand off to Triplett up the middle. He's got blocking downfield, and he's met by some defenders after a pickup of about 4 on that carry. You can see the offense not ranked very highly. I mean, Triplett is doing his due, getting 100 and so yards a game, but this passing offense is tanked. Byrne deep over the middle to Chris Bradley for first down. You see only 100 yards now in the 4th quarter. High formation, looks like Niles McKell in the backfield. It's handoff to him up the middle, and he plows his way forward for a gain of 5, and he almost has 100 yards on just 3 carries. Dudley Brent on that tackle. And there's another handoff. Nope, fake handoff. Deep over the middle. That's Mark Spellman. One man to beat. Does he get in the end zone? Touchdown, Mark Spellman. His first career touchdown. The big playmaker was a wide receiver tight end in college. He was in the draft as a wide receiver. But Shaq Hennessy said this guy is another Kelce or maybe Mark Andrews at tight end. Big-time playmaker, has the speed at that position to make mismatches, and there you see it right there. Looked like he was going to get stopped just short, but Kiefer Byrne dials it up. And a rare passing touchdown for this offense. It has been a rarity. And this offense has put, well, we'll say 23 points on the board because the one touchdown was on special teams. A big-time special teams play by LaMarcus Blades and Stringer to run it back. It's now 30-9, and this one looks pretty secure. There are 9 minutes to go, but the Huskies have a big way to go, and Red gets it out to the 24 on the return. You have to think Max Good is going to be launching the football. So it's pass rush time, and the secondary has to keep shutting things down. We have not seen a lot of sacks from this team. Sheldon Bates has one, the big D tackle, but I think that's the only sack of the game. And he's got time again, slings it out to the running back out of the backfield. And there is, I'm trying to see who that is. That's London Bates, the middle linebacker, to make the stop for a loss. It's been a bit of a sophomore slump for Bates. He came on strong as a rookie, tackling everything, forcing fumbles, defending passes, got a couple interceptions and some sacks. I think he had 4.5 last year. He's only got 1 this season. The tackles are down. He's still a factor in the pass defense. Good over the middle, and there's London Bates again to hammer the receiver. 3rd and 6. Catch made by Lindell Stokes. Back to pass deep, and he's got his man. Aaron Kershaw wasn't able to keep up with Sean Townsell there. 7 catches hauled in by Townsell. And Kershaw's been busy with 8 tackles. Just a nice route, and Max Good with great precision on the pass. But you know Shaq Hennessy does not want this team to give up a touchdown. Here comes the 3-man rush, and Good takes off with it. And he'll be tackled by Denario Blanton after a good pickup on the scramble. Back to pass again. Here comes the rush, and he takes off one more time. He's going to get the first down and more. There's Denario Blanton again. And wake-up defense. Max Good is known for scrambling. He's not afraid, and he slings it, and that's Townsell again for a first down. Tackle made by number 57. That is Jason McKnight, the 4th-string middle linebacker. And there's another check down to Averill out of the backfield. Wyrick in on the stop. 2nd and 2. They're going no huddle. And Max Good checking it down again. Averill breaks a couple of tackles. Spin move. Finally brought down by the duo safeties, Youngblood and Blades. He takes off one more time and brought down from behind by Jason McKnight. And there is the 2nd sack of the game by a backup middle linebacker. Good has all kinds of time. Here comes Madsen. He takes off. Scrambles and slides down for a gain of 5 or 6. And they're near the goal line. Here comes the rush again in the end zone and caught by the tight end. 6'6" tight end. Touchdown Huskies. Gil Newman. And he just got open deep over LaMarcus Blades. And you got 6'6" going up against 5'10". Here comes Bobby Oliver for the PAT. It's up and good. Do they go onside kick here with the punter, Jeff Cummins? We're going to see. What do they have in store? Got Shaq Hennessy going over things with his star middle linebacker, his captain on defense. Say, what happened on that play? London Bates didn't really have much of an answer. They kick it off. Kerr's going to down it. No, he's going to run it out. At the 20, he's got some blocking downfield. Met at the 29. Oh, Tyson Kerr. Kerr the Blur. It's always an adventure when he gets the ball. There you see the numbers for Triplett. 146 yards. On the ground, 11 through the air, a touchdown. And they come out in I formation. That is Triplett, the tailback. And they hand it off left side. Triplett with a couple of juke moves, a lowered shoulder, and almost a first down. No, they give him the first down. 15 rushes, 157 yards. Tackle made by Dean Sanborn. And we know Triplett has the speed, but watch this. He lowers the shoulder and plows forward. That is a new development in his running style this year. We hadn't seen it in the past. He'd been content to just let his speed do all the work. And there he goes again, following his blockers up the field. And we got an injury. That is Boast. Princeton Boast, the backup D end. And he's walking off the field. He's going to go to the locker room for some further examination. Hopefully nothing's too serious for Boast. I have to think with just under 4 minutes to go, he's not going to see much more time. Triplett gets some blocking off left side. Picks up 3, just short of the first. 3rd and 1. Fakes the handoff and checks it out to the tight end, or no, that's the fullback, Tomlinson, number 44, and couldn't haul it in time to turn up field. Steps out of bounds, and Parsons is going to punt it away. Inside the 20, it checks up. Oh, what a special teams play. It's number 29 that downs it. Vernon Hyde on special teams, the veteran, former Explorer. On the tail end of his career, the Explorer said he's not a starter anymore. We'll go ahead and let him go. He was lingering on the free agent market. Shaq Hennessy said, you know, he's a quality player. We could use some secondary boosting. Let's go get him. And Good slings it over the middle. And that's a first down and more. I didn't see the number on the man who caught it. Here comes Good again. Here comes the rush, and he takes off. He's got room downfield. And a big hit, and he breaks away from Aaron Kershaw. And finally, Nate Youngblood brings him down. A big scramble for Max Good. And there he goes again. He takes off. He's got some blocking downfield. Finally brought down by Virgil Hyde. And we got the 2-minute warning. Well, Good is making things happen with his legs, but that is taking time off the clock. Shotgun has time. Here comes the rush, and boom! He's hit as he throws it. Almost picked off by Marquis. Nope, that's London Bates. The middle linebacker almost had one. A pick six bounced off his hands. Over the middle, and that's contested. It's hauled in for a reception, though. And they're going to take a timeout here. And even a touchdown would make it 30-23, pending the PAT. That would make it another touchdown. And he slings it deep and broken up by Zaire Witherspoon. But you figure if they score a touchdown here, they might go for 2. Kick an onside kick on the kickoff. See if they can recover it. And then you got to go for another touchdown. Look at that. Zaire Witherspoon knocking it away from the huge tight end, Gil Newman. And that's where 6'2" comes into play against 6'6". 4th and 5, do or die. They have to get a first down here. Max Good drops back, slings it, and he's got it. First down and more. That's a great pass and a great catch. Slings it over the middle again. Tackle made by Houston Madsen. 4 yards on that pass, just under a minute to go. Here comes the rush. He gets it away again, and streaking Dion Averill out of the backfield carries a pile with him. Down to the 6-yard line. They're threatening to score again. Got to burn another timeout. Not much time remaining. But this defense wants to rally and shut them out of the end zone for a moral victory. The touchdown's not really going to matter that much. And they sling it out of the backfield. There's Madsen and Kershaw to tackle Averill out of the backfield. With 12 seconds left, they're going to take their last timeout. This touchdown, if they get it, wouldn't really matter, but I have to think the defense would not be pleased if they let it up. Averill goes in motion out of the backfield. Max Good has time back of the end zone, and then number 85 hauls it in. That's Isaiah Williams, 6'4" wide receiver for the touchdown for the Huskies. And they bring it within 8. And he just sneaks by the strong safety, Youngblood, back of the end zone, wide open. Wyrick wasn't there. You see it there from the pylon camera. Perfect. Back of the end zone catch. Good touch on it. Max Good is a good quarterback. And they're just going to take the PAT with 7 seconds to go. And I'm assuming an onside kick is coming. There's a chance. It's not much of one, but we have seen some stranger things happen. Onside kick, a recovery for a touchdown, who knows? Or a recovery and then a Hail Mary pass is what's going to have to happen. But give credit to the Huskies for never giving up and getting this game back within a touchdown. It was a laugher there for a while. That's picked up by Dion White, or Donnell White. Dion White. What am I thinking? And victory formation here for Kiefer Byrne and the Sentinels. They down it. There are no timeouts left for the Huskies, and that's going to do it in Toronto. The Huskies fall to 4-5, but they put up a valiant effort. That third quarter just kind of exploded on them. And they came answering back in the fourth to make it a closer game than what it really was. The onside kick not able to get it done. Here you see the totals on the game. The complete opposite. 244 yards on the ground as opposed to 277 yards through the air. And the Huskies aren't going to be happy to lose this one home. It was the story of Dalton Triplett, Niles McKell, with 2 huge runs getting it done. Kiefer Byrne, high completion percentage, but not many yards. He did have a touchdown, did not turn the ball over. So there is that. He's playing game manager at this point. You see the difference between the two quarterbacks. Max Good, 45 attempts. Byrne only 23, 284 yards to 138. Completion percentages were pretty much the same. 2 touchdowns to 1. And the ground game is where it's really going to show a difference. Averill was held pretty much in check. Completely shut down. 19 for 36. Less than 2 yards a carry. Dalton Triplett went off. 17 carries, 166 yards and a touchdown. Niles McKell with that big run, 72 yards for a touchdown, which I thought was Triplett. He ran so fast. On the receiving end, lots of catches for the Huskies. You have 10 for Averill out of the backfield, 8 for Townsell, 6 for Stokes. And then a host of Sentinels with 3. Triplett, White, Perry Wood. Mark Spillman had 3 with his first career touchdown. He did miss 4 games of this season, unfortunately, but showing what he can do on offense. I'm curious to see what the blocking did. You see Hardy, Spellman, and Beatles Beatles let up 2 sacks. And then for the Huskies, Roy Reid and Darrell Andrews, that one to Sheldon Bates where he just blew by him. Let's take a look at the totals. Denario Blanton and Aaron Kershaw both with 10 tackles. Let's see the sacks. Who got those? It was Jason McKnight, the backup, the 4th string middle linebacker who was just brought up from the practice squad, along with Aaron Posey, the wide receiver. Backup tight end Carl Young was released. He was signed while Mark Spellman was out with injury. They wanted another receiving tight end. They only had 2 blockers, really. And Young did a serviceable job, but now that Spellman is back, they didn't really need his services anymore. They still had 3 tight ends on the roster. And so they brought in Aaron Posey, a backup wide receiver, and Jason McKnight. And he showed dividends. He got on the field, made 2 tackles, and 1 sack. Interceptions, there weren't any, but plenty of deflections today. See Kershaw with 2, Witherspoon with 2, Blades with 2, Bradley with 1, Marquis Wyrick and Nate Youngblood with 1. I'm not sure how a wide receiver gets credit for a pass defended, but that's Madden for you. Tackles for loss, there were a lot of them. Youngblood, the strong safety with 4, Houston Madsen with 2, LaMarcus Blades with 2, Wyrick, Blanton, Bates, the other Bates, Kendall, and Witherspoon all with 1. So defense was a mixed bag. They shut down the run, but were exposed to the passing game again. And there you see Wes McGuire made a 44-yard field goal. Let's take a look at the Huskies. 3 of 4 with the 53-yard long for Bobby Oliver, who does not have a strong leg, so might have been wind-aided there. And Spencer Parsons, 2 inside the 20, 2 out of 6. You know, he is a master of putting the ball inside the 20-yard line. Tyson Kerr, 4 kick returns for 116 yards. Punt return not as dynamic as we're used to seeing. And let's see what Red did for them. 4 for 16 on the punts, 3 for 77 on the kick returns. So there you have it. It was a wild one here in Toronto. The Sentinels moved to 6-3. They take first place of the division, regardless of what everyone else did, because they beat the Explorers last week to take the division lead. So that's going to do it this week. I'm going to get this posted up to YouTube. I'm sorry I've been away. You understand why. I went over that in another video. I'm not going to get into that here because the game day videos are already an hour long. We're just going to go say goodbye for now. We'll see you next time here on Ben's Corner. I hope you've enjoyed this week. The Orlando Sentinels win 2 in a row. Are they going on a playoff run? Can they do more than one and done like last season? I hope so, because that's the next step for Shaq Hennessy. He said, I'm getting this team to the playoffs. He did get into the playoffs. Now it's time to win in the playoffs. Can they do that with Kiefer Byrne? I'm not sure. This future is not looking great for the third-year quarterback. Storylines, storylines, storylines. That's how it is in Orlando. We'll see you again. Thanks for tuning in. Dakota, thanks for being the Sentinels' biggest fan. Appreciate you, buddy.